waking up at around a little after 3, I think today, 3:30. Yeah, something like that. And the other thing is that the neighbours, I think they have kids that stay over during school holidays, which is now, and they're noisy. They were actually still making noise next door past midnight, because I woke up once or just after midnight, went back to sleep till about 3, and then it was finally quiet. But yeah, they're always noisy, so I don't enjoy it when they're staying over. You can tell the difference, that's for sure. The permanent people, they're very quiet, they're good. But and then we've got those crazy neighbours downstairs who for some reason leave the light on in their balcony all night. I'm not sure what that's about. Certainly a waste of energy, but oh, that's the other thing. Tommy doesn't use lights much. He has an incredibly low electricity bill. I think he said it was $120 for 3 months. Imagine, that's pretty well rock bottom. That's pretty well mainly, that'd be 90% supply charge, I'd say. That's incredible. That makes me look like a frivolous user of electricity. My bills are probably about $30 more than that. So it's all relative. And I want to get my tax done, but gee, I don't know. They make it so difficult to do your own tax. I think it's a conspiracy to force you to go to a tax agent. It stinks. So we'll see. I've still got to get the details for the dividends. It's a bugger all. It's really annoying because there's not much. And they used to actually send out notifications of your dividends and what's franked and all that sort of crap that you need to put in. But I don't recall getting hard copies for it. ANZ is one that must be with CompuShare. Yeah, I'd be quite happy to ditch those shares, because I mean, I think it's quite a sexist organisation, just paying more to super to women. I mean, that is ridiculous. We're supposed to have equal pay and equal benefits. Isn't that what women were asking for back in the 70s? Now they want actually more than men. That's crazy. It's not fair. It's totally unreasonable in my opinion. And they're a woke bank, and I think any woke company is a bad investment. So for that reason alone, I'd like to get my money out of them. They perform poorly compared to my CommBank shares, and now all my CommBank shares are in profit because I bought them cheap, so it's good. But I sold off the cheaper of the ANZ. I halved my amount that I had of them, but I'd be quite happy to ditch them all together. And bank stocks could be pretty rough investments in the next year or two. There's going to be a lot of pain with mortgages and what have you, so they could be taking huge hits. In New Zealand, I know that not, which I think they're basically spin-offs of Aussie banks anyway. They're not paying dividends to shareholders, so that's pretty bad. I seem to do that with my shares. I seem to buy shares that they have dividends cut. It's just you can't always rely on dividends coming in. So there was a period after the GFC where there was really good returns on that sort of investment, because you could buy cheap in the GFC, and that's half the battle. If you get your shares cheaply, you've really got so much of a buffer that you can. You might swing past the library just to see if the bats have been removed. Apparently that's supposed to have taken place successfully, so that'd be a big improvement. But apparently there's some flaky group that were supporting them, thinking keeping them there. Probably think they're wonderful native species that need to be promoted in the CBD. God knows what. There's so many crackpots out there these days, when you've got the extinction mob super gluing their heads to roadways. Well, anything's possible, I guess. Well, the wind's actually abated and I'm heading towards what was once Bat Central. We'll see. Again, another skateboarder. No surprise there up here. Yeah, and I'm just happy to be in Queensland as opposed to down in Melbourne. Boy, the thing's going downhill down south. I'm glad I moved. It's pretty restrictive what's happening there, so it's nice to be in sunny Cairns without the social distancing stuff that's going on there, which is lockdowns and what have you. It's hell on earth. Now we'll just see whether there's a cacophony of sound from the bats. We've always got a cacophony of sound from the buses, but we'll just see if the bats... Oh, they've got fencing around there, so they obviously have done something. They've got... that wasn't there before, so that would indicate it's part of the removal process, one would think. It does seem quiet. Can't hear them. Yep, beautiful. Yeah, that's a vast improvement. And whether they moved all the crap off the pavement as well, I presume they have. I can't smell them, I can't hear them, so that's nice. Yeah, that's a big improvement. Good job, whoever came up with that idea of getting rid of them. Fantastic. It's about time. They've been here ever since I've been up here. I've been here about 4 years now, I think. So, and they may have been there a decade earlier, who knows. But as I say, very happy I'm not in Melbourne, because it's being treated like another country now. You can't even... No one can travel there. They're sending people back across the border. People in Wodonga must be really pissed off because they've just got Albury across the border. It's where my old man was born, and they can't get there because it's in New South. So yeah, I don't think any of this mud's going to stick on Daniel Andrews. They seem to love the guy, even if he's sending the state into penury and debt. Incredible. But they say nothing sticks to him. Well, maybe this will, but you know, they did vote the guy a few times, which I find unbelievable. But you know, that's democracy for you. It can be very irrational at times. I've also discovered there's some more cheap gin being sold, this time at Liquorland, for the same price as the Windsor gin, $33 a 700ml bottle. And I had one review and it was quite favourable, so I'll definitely give it a go. And if it's anywhere near as good as the Windsor, that'd be something to know, because I don't like Gordon's gin much, and that usually goes for around $40 a bottle, and personally I just don't like it. So it's not what you pay for necessarily. You've got to pick what's good for you. As long as it doesn't kill me, I'll drink it. I think the taste is fine, as long as it's not toxic, I'm happy. Actually, I didn't have any drink last night. I feel fairly good for it. I slept right through to about 5:30, which is not that bad for me. Well, I got myself a bottle of the old London gin. It's actually $35 a bottle, so a couple of dollars more than the Windsor at Dan Murphy, but it doesn't. I don't have to go through the hassle of getting a bus up there, so it's just around here locally. So it's worth checking out. See what it's like. And if it's halfway decent, I'll consider it and put it in the mix, as it were, which is a good thing to do with spirits. Always put them in the mix. Boom, boom. Oh God. Actually, it's funny. Just coming down the escalator, travelator to be precise. Different mechanism. The travelator. There was a guy, an adult, who was trying to go up the wrong way up when I was coming down. So he corrected himself after a couple of seconds and sort of laughed. But other weird thing I noticed while out in this walk is I noticed a couple of people coughing. I haven't noticed that for ages, and since coronavirus was publicised, I have not come across one person outside the house that's been coughing. And today, 2 people. One was some derelict looking guy walked straight past me while I was checking my receipt from the supermarket. He looks pretty out of it. And I hope he hasn't got anything, because I could do without a respiratory infection, to be quite frank. And the other one was a girl, just a young girl, waiting at the lights. So it's the sort of thing you notice. But it is good to see the bats are gone. That is a definite improvement here. So common sense has finally prevailed in this wacko country, wacko world we live in. I mean, stuff that's happening in America as well is just insane. You got some of these pathetic leaders, sort of mayors, who just sort of call carnage the summer of love. I mean, talk about spin. Just ridiculous. But anyway, like I say, things could always be worse. I could be living in Victoria, and boy, I do feel sorry for people down there at the moment. I've got to actually give my cousin a call and find out how she's coping. She'd be pretty busy though. She's a nurse. She'd be keeping flat out, no doubt. And they did have some good weather at least, but they do generally get grey skies for months on end, especially in the hills. To be very depressing. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever, and either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.